So in this situation, we're going to show how we can use ChatGPT to learn new skills. So we're using an example from the state of Tennessee in Chapel Hill, Tennessee. Imagine you're the finance director there. That's the role we're giving ChatGPT, and we're going to have it help us build a step-by-step guide to creating a municipal budget. So the links we're using here is from the state of Tennessee's comptroller website that specifically speaks to building municipal budgets. And so what we're going to do is we're going to upload a series of these different links or PDFs and web documents into ChatGPT. And ChatGPT is going to be able to help us understand what these documents are, give us a quick little summary of them, and we're going to use this to build a step-by-step guide to creating a budget. So one of the things we like about ChatGPT, again, is that it can help us learn new skills, like I said, right? And so what we can do is we can use ChatGPT to break things down step by step. Now, one of the things you'll notice here as we go through this, so this is the first document, talks about the steps to a well-managed budget and some other things like that, right? So we can go back into Comptroller's website, grab this next link right here, looks like some kind of budget memo of some sort, and upload this as well into ChatGPT. Now, what you'll find is, notice that I'm not putting any other context into this prompt, right? All I'm doing is uploading the link. I'm not telling ChatGPT which plugin to use. It's automatically recognizing that it should use the Ask Your PDF plugin in this situation. You can select up to 3 plugins at one time. For my PDF analyzing plugin, I'm using this plugin, the Ask Your PDF. There's others out there, of course. But again, notice that I'm not using any type of context at all. I'm just posting the link in there. And the reason I can do that is because at the beginning, that first prompt I wrote it gives it ChatGPT the role. And I'm saying, okay, act as if you're a finance director for this city of Chapel Hill, Tennessee. And I gave it a task, right? And the task it's doing is to help build a step-by-step guide to creating a city budget. So now all the various conversations I have, all the different prompts I have throughout this conversation is going to be under the left and right limits of that first prompt. So unless I say otherwise, it's going to be interpreting the remainder of our conversation here through that specific guide rails. So we're going to go through this step by step. Another one I could do if I wanted to as we go through this here, it's kind of talking about the who to send the budgets to and things like that, right? Now, one of the things I could do is I could go ahead and copy and paste all the links together, right? Could have grabbed all these different links, put it into my notes file or notes document, and copied it all at once. But in this situation right here, I have this XLSX file with no data in it at all. So I'm really curious if ChatGPT is going to be able to understand what I'm asking it to do, which is to help me build this plan. I don't care about the numbers right now, I just need the plan. But I'm not 100% sure that ChatGPT is going to be able to look at this XLSX file, this Excel file here. So especially since there's no actual data in it, it's just a blank template. It is using WebPilot to try to use it, which makes sense because a PDF analyzing tool probably wouldn't be the best tool for the job. It's using the WebPilot. So I'm not sure if it's going to work. I kind of have a feeling that it won't work, but let's give it a shot and see what happens, and maybe we'll get lucky. And we are not lucky today. That's totally fine. It's unable to interact with the Excel files or download them. Stay tuned because I have another video coming out shortly where I'm actually going to show you a way you can do this with XLSX files. I showed this a little bit with my one on the Arizona Towns and Cities, the League of Arizona Towns and Cities data that I use with the plugin called Chat With Your Data, which does CSV files, really helpful. So instead of doing this, let's ask it what laws in Tennessee govern municipal budgets. Now we all know that ChatGPT has the cutoff of September of 2021. However, with these plugins, specifically WebPilot, we can go beyond that date, right? And we can look at real what's on the internet right now. And we can use that to help build this out. Now, of course, when it comes to these kind of legal things, I use this tool especially to just kind of understand summarize different laws that are out there on a certain topic. But it's always, always, always imperative to make sure we consult with the legal experts. Trust but verify. We have professionals in this field who are very good at what they do and they're good at their jobs. And so we want to make sure we're consulting with our city and county attorneys and things like that. So Now let's ask ChatGPT, okay, let's create this step-by-step guide, right? We've done all the process, we've given a lot of documents to look over, and we want it to build that based on what it already is trained on, based on what I've given it just now. No hallucinations, don't make anything up, ChatGPT, just give us the straight facts. And of course, the first thing it says is understand the municipal law. It talks about the Tennessee code there. Talks about drafting the budget, reviewing, revising, adopting the ordinance, and so on. And obviously, if we have follow-on questions with this, we could always drill down into each of these different items, right? We can say, okay, what does it mean to monitor and amend the budget? How can I do that? Give me some steps for that too. And so we can continue to refine and learn, and this applies to anything. It doesn't have to be a budget. It could also be, say you're building a wastewater treatment plant, and you want to know about the technicalities of lift stations. Well, ChatGPT can help you start to get a better understanding of it, and that way you can ask the right questions, right? That's the thing about learning with ChatGPT is don't look at it necessarily as it's going to answer all your questions for you, but maybe look at it as if it can help you ask the right questions to the experts. So now let's go ahead and let's build this budget. Let's use some dummy numbers. Obviously, if we had some real numbers, we could have used those, but since I'm not as familiar with Chapel Hill, Tennessee, even though I'm from Tennessee, but not really familiar with that side of Tennessee, more the middle Tennessee area. So I'm not really sure what their budget looks like right now. I know about a population of about 1,500 people, so imagine a smaller budget. So let's just see what happens when ChatGPT does that with some dummy numbers. As I put this in here, please, if you're interested in learning more about ChatGPT and leveraging ChatGPT in your place of work, in your local city, local county, whatever the place is that you work in local government or in the public sector sphere, this channel discusses generative AI and ChatGPT specifically for local government professionals. So if you are interested in that, if you have a passion for that, want to be at the tip of the spear, a first mover with innovating in this realm, please like and subscribe to this channel, share the content, and also in the comments below, let me know how you're using ChatGPT in your city as well. I'd love to hear different use cases. These are just my ideas from my head right now, and we can always do better when we learn from each other and gain other ideas from each other. So there's the ordinance and the budget. I think I did a great job. We're able to quickly understand how that works. Until next time, be well. Thank you.